What if I told you that the future of the Los Angeles Lakers could be hanging in the balance right now, not just because of what's happening on the court, but because of two very different but equally intriguing storylines unfolding behind the scenes? On one side, we have Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka, a man who has been praised for building a championship roster in 2020 but also criticized for some questionable roster moves and trade decisions since. His job security is suddenly becoming a real talking point, with fans and analysts alike debating whether he's still the right man to steer this team toward another title. On the other side, we have an unexpected ripple in the NBA news cycle: LeBron James not attending Luka Doncic's highly anticipated Lakers introduction press conference. Is this a harmless scheduling conflict, or could it hint at something bigger about the chemistry and dynamics inside the Lakers organization? Both stories have serious implications for the team's present and future, and today, we're going to break it all down. Let's start with Rob Pelinka. When he orchestrated the Anthony Davis trade in 2019 and built a roster that went on to win the 2020 NBA championship, Pelinka was hailed as a mastermind who understood how to surround superstars with the right mix of talent. But in the seasons since, the narrative has shifted. From the ill-fated Russell Westbrook trade to questionable free agency signings and the struggles of building depth around LeBron and AD, Pelinka's moves have been under intense scrutiny. Yes, he made some strong adjustments at the 2023 trade deadline that helped the Lakers reach the Western Conference Finals, but the question remains: are those flashes of brilliance enough to outweigh the inconsistencies? The NBA is a results-driven business, and in Los Angeles, patience runs thin when championships aren't being delivered. This offseason, Pelinka has had to balance the pressure of keeping LeBron James happy, building a roster around Anthony Davis, and now potentially integrating Luka Doncic into the mix. The signing or trade for Luka, depending on how it came together, is a massive, franchise-defining move. But big swings like this only pay off if the team chemistry, fit, and overall depth are there to back it up. If the Lakers stumble this season, fingers will point directly at Pelinka, not just for roster construction, but for whether the vision he's selling is actually sustainable in the long term. In other words, Pelinka's job security is directly tied to whether this team delivers now. With an aging LeBron and a fan base desperate for more banners in the rafters. Now, let's shift to the LeBron and Luka situation, because this is where things get even more interesting. When a superstar like Luka Doncic joins your team, the introduction press conference is a huge moment, a symbolic event that signals unity, excitement, and the start of something big. The fact that LeBron James, the face of the franchise and arguably the most influential player in the league, did not attend raised eyebrows. On the surface, it's easy to say, maybe LeBron was busy or he had other commitments. But in today's NBA, optics matter. Fans, media, and even other players notice when the team's leader isn't present to welcome a new co-star. It can feed speculation about whether LeBron fully supports the move, whether there's tension brewing behind the scenes, or whether he's simply keeping his distance for reasons we don't yet know. For LeBron, this could be nothing more than a personal choice unrelated to team politics. He might be focusing on his own off-season training, family time, or even strategic rest before the season begins. However, given his history of publicly supporting new teammates, remember how vocal he was in welcoming Anthony Davis? His absence from Luka's big day feels notable. In the world of professional sports, relationships and appearances matter. Players, especially superstars, take cues from each other. A public show of support can set the tone for how the locker room embraces a new star. The flip side is also true: a visible absence can spark whispers of uncertainty. From a team chemistry perspective, the Lakers now have an incredibly unique dynamic to navigate. Luka Doncic is a ball-dominant, generational talent, much like LeBron James. Both thrive with the ball in their hands, both are elite playmakers, and both are used to being the center of their team's offensive universe. Integrating those two on the court will take time, trust, and clear communication. That's where public gestures like showing up at a press conference can be an early, easy win to show unity. Missing that opportunity means the Lakers will have to work even harder behind closed doors to build that same sense of partnership. For Rob Pelinka, this is where his role becomes even more critical. Not only does he have to build a roster that makes basketball sense, but he also has to manage egos, personalities, and relationships. If Luka and LeBron click instantly, Pelinka will be praised for pulling off one of the greatest superstar pairings in NBA history. But if there's even a hint of tension, critics will question whether this was the right move and whether Pelinka did enough to foster harmony between his two megastars. The truth is, this Lakers season is shaping up to be one of the most high-pressure campaigns in recent memory. They have the talent to win it all, but they also have the potential for things to get messy quickly if chemistry issues arise or if early losses put the spotlight on the front office. Pelinka's legacy and his job security are on the line. The LeBron-Luka pairing could either extend LeBron's Lakers career into a storybook ending or signal the start of a dramatic and turbulent chapter. And this brings us to the bigger picture. For all the speculation, for all the debates about Pelinka's decision-making and LeBron's absence from the press conference, the reality is that winning solves everything. If the Lakers start the season strong, fans will forget the optics of press conferences, and Pelinka's seat will cool. If they stumble, every decision, every absence, and every misstep will be magnified. That's the nature of the Lakers' franchise championship expectations or bust. So now, as Lakers fans, all eyes are on how these next few months unfold. Can Rob Pelinka prove that his vision for this team is the right one? Can LeBron and Luka build the kind of partnership that terrifies the rest of the league? And will this off-season drama be nothing more than a footnote in what could be a historic run? Time will tell, but one thing is certain: this is going to be one of the most fascinating Lakers seasons we've seen in years. And now I want to hear from you. Do you think Rob Pelinka's job is actually in danger, or will this Luka-LeBron era cement his status as one of the best GMs in basketball? And is LeBron missing Luka's press conference just an innocent scheduling issue, or does it hint at deeper concerns? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe to the channel for more in-depth Lakers coverage, and turn on notifications so you never miss a major update. This Lakers season is about to get wild, and you're going to want to be here for every moment.